Hello everyone, hope everyone is fine. Today we are going to start our new science lesson, that is parts of a plant. Very interesting lesson, very simple. Okay, listen carefully. So listen first. Our body is made up of different parts, isn't it? Like that, plants also made up of different parts. Have you ever noticed the different parts of the plant? Yes. Okay, let us start. I will show the picture. Just see. See the picture. What are the different parts we can see in this picture? Okay. What is the root, stem, leaf, flower, fruits, and inside the fruit we can see seeds. So these are the main parts of the plant. In this lesson in this module we are going to discuss or learn about the different parts of the plant and its functions. Okay, so first part, before that, see one part of the plant we can see under the soil or under the ground, and the other part we can see above the ground. So the part of the plant that we can see below the ground, that is called root, and the part of the plant which we can see above the ground, that is called shoot. These all parts together called shoot. Okay, shoot system, root system. So let us start the root first. Okay, these will be discussed. The part of the plant above the ground, that is shoot. The part of the shoot may be having stem, branches, leaves, buds, flowers and fruits. The part of the plant which grow below the ground, that is called root. There are two types of roots. Let us discuss the two types of roots. Children, listen here. These are the two different types of roots. Here, can you see the differences here? Okay, this one. This is the tap root. What? Tap root. In this tap root, we can see a main root. Main root starting from the base of the stem. Okay. In this tap root, we can see one main root and so many branches. Okay, then or so many small roots. Here in this picture, in this fibrous root, we can see many small roots. So here no main root, but in the case of tap root, we can see one main root. In this fibrous root, there is no main root. So these are the two types of root, tap root and fibrous root. Can you give example for this tap root? Balsam, peas, then mustard, etc. Many plants are there. Okay, then what about this fibrous root? This fibrous root examples: rice, wheat, okay, onion. So these are the differences. Let us start this again. Tap root. A main root grows from the end of the stem and many small roots grow from the main root. Next one, examples: balsam, bean and mustard. Then fibrous root. A number of roots grow from the end of the stem. Example: wheat, rice, onion. Children, next, functions of root. What may be the functions of root? What is the importance of roots in a plant? Just think about it. Okay, here are the functions. Fix the plant in the soil. First and foremost function of the root, that is fix the plant firmly to the soil. Second one, helps the plant to take in water and salt from the soil. Okay, first function, fix the plant. Second function, absorbing water and minerals or water and salt from the soil. And the third one is storing extra food. Can you give example for the root which is storing food? Can you give example? Yes, I will show you that. These are the examples where the food is stored. That is carrot, radish, turnip. Okay, these are the examples where the food is stored. So next one, stem. This is the stem of neem tree. Stem is the next important part of the plant. We already said that the different parts. So then just see this, observe the picture or observe the stem of neem tree. What about the stem? The stem is hard and woody. Okay, this type of stem, this stem is called tree trunk. Trunk. What is that? Trunk. So the stem of the neem tree, that is very hard and woody, that is called tree trunk. Then I will show another picture. Just compare these. See, this is the stem of banana plant. See, banana plant. What you just watch this, the stem of the banana plant. That is green in color. Then it is soft, but it is thickened. Thick and soft green stem. That is the case of banana. Then now one more example. Yes, check this one. This is the money plant. Money plant. The stem is very soft stem, but it is green in color. So these are the three different variety of plants we can see around us. Just see the stems above the ground. The stems grows above the ground. The stem of neem tree is very hard, strong and woody. What is the name called? Tree trunk. Trunk. See. Okay. Then banana has a green, thick and soft stem. Then what about money plant? The stem of the money plant is green, weak and soft. So this money plant needs one support. Okay. So it needs support to stay upright. So now I am asking you, before that I am asking, what are the functions of the stem? What is the use of stem in a plant? What may be the functions? So imagine there is no stem. What will happen? Okay, these are the functions. Just see these functions. The stem grows above, the hold the plant upright and support its branches. The stem hold the plant upright. If there is no stem, what will happen? It will fall down. So the stem hold the plant upright and support its branches. Carries water to the leaves. Then carries food made by the leaves to different parts and storing extra food. See what are the different functions of the stems. Once again, it hold the plant upright and support the branches. It carries water from the root to different parts or from the root to leaves, and it carries food prepared by the leaves to different parts of the plant. And also the main function, it stores extra food. Can you give example for that stem which store food? Okay, I will show the picture. Yes, this is a sugar cane. In this sugar cane, the stem is storing food. We can eat this stem, isn't it? Next one, ginger. This is ginger. This ginger is growing under the soil. We are eating this ginger. Yes. Our next important part, that is leaf. That is the major part of the shoot or major part of the stem. Why we are saying that this leaf is the main important part of the plant? Can you? Who is preparing food in your house? Your mother or your grandparents are preparing food. Where they are preparing? In the kitchen, isn't it? What are the materials they are used for preparing food? What are the ingredients? For example, what are the ingredients they are used for making sambar or any other food items? They are using different ingredients. I will discuss that in later. You just see, before that you just see the structure of or the parts of a leaf. Children, please watch this, the parts of the leaf. Here you can see a broad part. This is the leaf blade or lamina. This is the leaf blade. And here you can see a center main vein. Main vein. Children, can you see this main vein? And so many branches, small veins also. What is the function of these veins? These veins in leaves, they are carrying water to leaves. But for what purpose, that I will say now. Just see the structure. So the broad part of the leaf, that is called leaf blade, and this is the main vein, and these are the side veins. Small side veins. Okay, this main vein is called midrib. What is that? Midrib. So what is this leaf blade or lamina? This is the broad part. This is the midrib. These are the side veins. Okay, and this leaf is connected to the stem by a stalk. This is the stalk. Okay, children, these are the parts of the leaf. Okay. Yes. here you can see one small hole, that is called stomata. Where we can see this stomata? On the underside of the leaf. We can see the stomata. In these leaves we can see small tiny openings or holes underside of the leaf. That is called stomata. That you will study in higher classes, you don't worry. So this stomata helps to exchange gases, releasing oxygen and taking in carbon dioxide. Okay, that I will say now. This is the stomata, where it is the underside of the leaf. The leaf, what are the things related with these leaves? This is the most important part of the plant. See children, this leaf is the kitchen of the plant. Leaves are the kitchen of the plant. The flat and broad part of the leaf is called the leaf blade or lamina. We already discussed all these points. In the middle of the leaf we can see the main vein and the side veins are there, and the veins carry water to the leaf. Leaf is attached to the branch by stalk. Okay, so let us discuss the functions of leaf. Before that, have you ever heard of that word photosynthesis? Photosynthesis, that is preparation of food by green plants. That process is called photosynthesis. What are the ingredients? I already asked you what are the ingredients your mother is used for preparing food for different biryani or any different types of curries. Many ingredients they are used. Like that, these plants also using different things for preparing food. What are the things, essential things needed for the preparation of food? See, from this picture itself it is very clear. What is the color of the leaf? It is green in color. Green in color. Only these green plants can prepare food. What is the reason? What may be the reason? You don't know? That is the presence of green coloring pigment called chlorophyll. There is a green coloring pigment called chlorophyll. So this green plants, that is because of the pigment, chlorophyll. What may be the function of this chlorophyll? Chlorophyll helps to trap sunlight. Okay, the chlorophyll helps to trap sunlight, and this roots helps to absorb water and salt from the soil. And see, I already said that there is small tiny openings underside of the leaf, that is called stomata. Through this stomata, exchange of gases. At the time of this process, these plants are absorbing or taking in carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. Okay, so these are the ingredients needed. So at the time of photosynthesis, which gas is releasing out? That is oxygen. So the different things or the different ingredients for the process of photosynthesis, they are sunlight. Without sunlight, no preparation. Sunlight, chlorophyll, water and carbon dioxide. These are the 4 things needed for the preparation of food. So first one, the sunlight they are getting, which is helpful for the trapping of the sunlight? Chlorophyll. Okay, then carbon dioxide through stomata, and water and minerals through these roots absorbing. And this, at the time of photosynthesis, what is giving out? Oxygen. This oxygen we human beings and all other living organisms are used for at the time of breathing. Okay, at the time of respiration. So this is a continuous process. During daytime, the plants preparing food, they are absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. That oxygen all other organisms are used at the time of breathing. Okay, clear now? Okay, some pictures of the leaf which stored food. I already said that radish, this one, turnip, etc. they are storing food in the root. Here the food is stored in the leaves. Can you give example? We all know that. You know that. Spinach, cabbage, this is also a leaf. There's lettuce. All these are storing food. Then, so we said that functions of leaf. What are the functions of leaf? Preparation of food. Okay. It's very clear. That's a very most important part of the plant. Next one, children. Flowers. This is the most beautiful part of the plant. Yes. So these flowers grows into fruits. What is coming from this flower? Most of the flowers grows and producing fruits. Inside the fruits, what may be there? Inside the fruit we can see seeds. So inside the fruits, seeds. That seeds only sowing. We are sowing the seeds in the soil. That only growing into baby plant. Okay. So before that, flower is the most beautiful part of the plant, and most flowers grow into fruits. When these flowers are coming, we feel very happy, isn't it? Isn't it? We feel very happy while we are seeing the flowers in a plant. Suppose if we are planting that plant and if the flower is coming, means that is we feel very happy. And from the flower only fruits. Some fruits have only one seed. Can you give example for some fruits? Inside the fruit only one seed. Can you give example? Please think. Can you? I will say later. You please just think about that. Okay. And some have few seeds. Yes, example is already given here, so it is very clear. Some fruits have only one seed. That is example mango. Mango only one seed. So some have a few seeds. That is orange, apple, etc. A few seeds only. Then in the case of papaya, how many seeds? Many seeds are there. Okay. And most plants grow from the seeds, and the seeds are protected inside the fruit. Where is the seed? The seeds are protected inside the fruit. And there is a baby plant inside the seed. There is a baby plant. It gets its food from the seed itself. If we are sowing the seed in the soil, it will grow. While growing, from where they are getting food? From the seed itself. Okay, I will show the picture of this orange. See, a few seeds we can see in this, isn't it? Okay, then what about the case of mango? In this mango, only one seed. Okay, in orange, a few seeds. Here mango, one seed. And also in the case of papaya, how many seeds? Many seeds are there. Okay, it's clear now? Okay. Then our last topic, that is the relationship between plants, flowers and seeds, or the relationship among the flowers, fruits and seeds. Yes, this is an apple tree. This apple tree produces, or from that apple tree, what is this? Buds. Buds into flower. This flower produces or grows into fruit, apple. And inside the fruit we can see seeds. That seeds again sowing, we are sowing, and it is grows into a new plant. And from the new plant again buds, then flowers, then fruits, then seeds. This is a continuous process. This is the relationship among the flowers, fruit and seeds. Clear now, children? Okay. See, this is the quick recap of this lesson. Very simple. We already studied everything. The different, just read these points. The different parts of the plants are roots, stem, leaves, flowers and fruits. Plants have either taproot or fibrous root. Okay, the two types of root, that is taproot and fibrous root. We already discussed that. And what are the functions of root? The root fix the plant in the soil. They take in water and salt from the soil, and also it stores extra food. Then the stem supports the branches. Okay, the stem carries water to the leaves, and the stem also carries food from the leaves to different parts. And the next one, the leaves. The leaves make food for the plant, and some roots, stems and leaves store extra food in them. We are eating that, isn't it? Yes. The flower grows into fruit. The fruit has seeds inside it, and most new plants grow from seeds. Most, not all. Most plants are growing from seeds. Clear now, children? Okay. Thank you.